God only asks you to do what He asks you to do. And if you're willing to do that, then He gives you the rest. He protects you. Did you know that when you become submissive, by the way, authority and submission, it's a slave and a master relationship. And I know nobody thinks that's appealing, but let me say this to you. When God interprets slave and master relationship in Scripture, the master is totally responsible for the welfare of the slave as the slave submits to the master according to Scripture. What that means is that as I submit to God, He's totally responsible for my welfare, for my upkeep. He's responsible for my future. He's responsible for my eternity. And let me say this, you don't want to be responsible for those things yourself. You want God to be responsible for those things. So I'm going to tell you, putting this on is not a stretch. It's essential. And so when I put on God's authority, His protection for me, I know that He's in control. And I know that I can trust Him. Do you know that you can trust Him? Because along the way, when God asks you to do things, He's going to ask you to do some things that won't make sense. For some of you, when I use the word submission and authority, you're like, oh. Some things don't make sense, but they are essential. And they're true.